Hello and welcome to Growing in Grace. Today we are in chapter 6 of the book of 1 Timothy. The Apostle Paul has a lot to say about false teaching all through 1 Timothy. And the reason that is because there was a lot of false teaching in the early churches. And Paul was constantly doing battle with the false teachers. He was constantly straightening out doctrine with all the local churches. False teaching is usually used as a way to get rich quick, to increase someone's prosperity. You can usually tell false doctrine because it's a way to increase one's stature, one's pridefulness, or one's prosperity. The Apostle Paul in chapter 6, starting about verse 6, he talks about a true relationship with God and a right perspective on money. Yet true religion with contentment is great wealth. After all, we didn't bring anything with us when we came into the world, and we certainly cannot carry anything with us when we die. So if we have enough food and clothing, let us be content. But people who long to be rich fall into temptation and are trapped by many foolish and harmful desires that plunge them into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is at the root of all kinds of evil, and some people craving money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Notice how it doesn't say that money is the root of all evil. It says that the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. You can have money if you do the right things with it. The problem is that if you crave it and you love it, it will tempt you into getting it the wrong way. Jesus said, "Don't store up for yourself treasures on earth where moth and rust can destroy and where thieves can break in and steal. But store up for yourself treasures in heaven where moth and rust can't get in and thieves can't get in to steal it. Because where your treasure is, there your heart is also." I think that's Matthew chapter 6. Continuing in 1 Timothy chapter 6, in verse 17, Paul actually gives instructions to rich Christians. "Tell those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which will soon be gone. But their trust should be in the living God, who richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment." I had a guy say one time, it was pretty cool. He said, "You've never seen a U-Haul trailer on the back of a hearse." That's so true. We can't take anything with us. But then the guy goes, "You can't take anything with you when you die, but you can send it on ahead. Treasure in heaven." What you do with your money here on this earth can gain treasures in heaven, rewards for how generous you are here. He goes on to say, tell them, rich Christians, tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and should give generously to those in need, always being ready to share with others whatever God has given them. You know, if a rich Christian understands how he got his money or how she got her money, he must understand that God allowed that to happen. God chose them to be wealthy, to be successful. He didn't do it on his own. Jesus enabled that to happen. And in return, God wants them to do something with their money. It's a trust. God is trusting them to do the right things with their money, to help, to bless people. By doing this, verse 19, they will be storing up their treasures as a good foundation for the future so that they may take hold of real life. This is good, solid teaching about money. I happen to know quite a few very rich Christians. You'd never know they're rich. They just live normal lives, but they invest heavily in the kingdom things. May we, no matter if we're rich or poor, understand that all riches, all money comes from the Lord. And he expects us to do wise things with our money. May the Lord richly bless you today, and may he guide you in all your steps. May he put a generous spirit in you so that you can enjoy his riches. This is Pastor Chip. See you later. Bye-bye.